Hi, Gandalf. Hi guys, what are you doing? Really, I was just practicing. I was gonna have a live later, but then I sat there and I was messing with it, and then I saw that Gandalf was already on here, or else he saw the YouTube thing. So, hi everybody. Hi Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. How are you doing? Good to see you. Getting ready to go pick up another trailer. Oh, that's that one that you were talking about, huh? That's pretty cool, Mobile Tech, that you're gonna have that. Hey Skunk. They said you're here somewhere, so let me see. Let me see who all I missed. Yeah. Skunk Dutchman. Did you follow Shoestring stuff? Did they find out he's dead or not? Dirty Knobs? Don't be saying R.I.P. unless he's for sure. Did they find him? Yeah, I've been following that stuff, and it's pretty sad because he wasn't just like a hobo that just hopped the trains. He had an apartment and stuff. They checked his apartment and they found his wallet and all his belongings and stuff. His roll, his bedroll, and all that. Oh man, they pulled him out of that lake. Okay, so that's positive. Then that's sad, man. That's some sad stuff right there. I guess he had like a lot of medical problems because they said that he would never leave anywhere without his meds, you know. Maybe his keys, maybe his wallet he might forget, but he would never forget his meds, they say. Yeah, that's sad, man. He was a good guy. I mean, I didn't watch a single one of his videos, but he was all right. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Dirty Knobs is talking about this guy called Hobo Shoestring. He went missing like about a week ago, and I think he lives in what? He lives back east somewhere, Tennessee or somewhere. Yeah, and he just went missing and stuff. He's famous for catching trains. He was a hobo they called him a hobo shoestring, and he would jump on the trains and he'd take, he'd go to different places and he'd film it and stuff. Yeah, you heard of him, Mobile Tech? Yeah, a lot of people have heard from him. Yeah, Johnson City, Tennessee. Yeah, that's right. But all his buddies and stuff, they were saying that they were telling the police they need to have a search at the bottom of the lake and stuff, and that turned out to be true because he was living real near this lake, and a pretty big lake, I guess, pretty deep and stuff. And yeah, they probably won't know that, Mobile Tech. I mean, the guy wasn't going to get robbed because he didn't have nothing on him or nothing. So I don't know. They'll probably unfold in the coming weeks and stuff. Anyway, how you guys doing, man? Oh, a fisherman found him floating. Oh, that's really sad. Can you imagine that fisherman? He just wants to go out there and catch some fish and stuff, and you see him floating. Then it turns out to be hobo shoestring too. That'd be horrible, man. Wow. Did you see my email on Sedona? I saw an email, but I didn't see any content in it there, Dirty Knobs. But that may be been because I had sketchy service, when I was driving around. I'll go back and look at it though. Von Dutch, hi, how you doing? How's the Pacific Northwest? And how you doing, man? Yeah, Silent Forgotten. That's a sad story, man. Anybody could look him up. Just look up hobo shoestring, and it'll tell you. He's got some good videos and stuff. My girlfriend and I went out to a hot spring in Nowhere, Nevada one night and found an old dead guy in the hot spring. Yeah, that'd be bad because he'd be in there bubbling, man. That's an awesome idea for a video series, John, and you could go coast to coast catching rides on nothing but freight trains. Yeah, that'd be a good idea if I was younger, man, but it'd take a lot to go run up and catch a train now, though. Gray and chilly, that's your normal. That's your normal up there for Seattle, huh? Yeah. I had some bad news out of Seattle, man. Tuesday, a friend of mine that I've known since the 70s passed away. So, and he lived up there. Well, he lived up there between Seattle and Tacoma. Stalls Blues, man, how you doing? I appreciate you. I appreciate you popping all those times, man, when I was driving around, Stalls. Yes, Chris, I'm back home now. I got home like last Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really sad, when you know somebody, when you grew up with somebody and hung around with them. And that's a guy that I knew in California. He lived in Fairfield, and that's where I used to live in California. And we used to hang with him. Actually, I hung with his older brother more than him, but his brother died like 2 years ago, and now he passed away. He had inoperable brain cancer, so they couldn't do nothing, and the chemo and stuff didn't work. So just working. Yeah, I heard that, Stalls. One of these days you'll get to the point where you're just tired of just working and say, I quit and I'm just going to go be happy. Thanks, Stalls. Dirty Knob says, how'd the van hold up? The van held up great. Great, Dirty Knobs. It ran fantastic. Only issue that I had was the tire issues, like Dutchman said. Yeah. And that was my fault. But, I judged my tires and I thought that my tires would be good to go because they had real deep tread on it stuff. And they didn't look dry rotted or nothing. And, I didn't buy I bought the van and the tires were on it. And that was a plus, I thought, because, but they were just like too old and ready to blow. And after the first one blew out, it was the left front one. I was going like 65, 66. And I went, what the heck? And you're like, You get it under control and hope you don't flip over or nothing and all that stuff. Anyway, I made a video of that too. I got a video. When I came back, I have like 40 videos that I'm going to release over time here. But anyway, so you think, wow. And then I had the tire, and it was like half blown out all the way, man. And I went, I don't know how much it was, because after the tire popped and then you're driving on the rim, might have damaged it a lot also. But I said, okay, well, I don't trust the other one that's on the front now. So when I replaced that one, and then I bought 2 tires for the front. I said, okay, that's good to go now. So I had 2 new ones on the front, and then the back 2, I said, well, they shouldn't be nothing wrong with it. But after about a week, it was when I left that Indian bread rock place. I was between Bowie and Wilcox on the highway again, and same thing, man. All of a sudden, I heard this boom, 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 and then it was my left rear tire. So I was really mad by then. So I go, okay, I'll go to Wilcox. You know, they should have tire places there. They got like 3 tire places there. 2 of them said they didn't have that tire in stock. So leaves me with this other guy, and he had a whole attic full of tires and stuff. All, you know, like one of those the upstairs part, all full of all kind of tires, and they were all good, and he had it. But man, it was almost double the amount I paid for the 2 other tires. So I ended up paying like a grand for 4 tires, but that's not bad. That's what you're going to pay for anyway for a good set of tires. But yeah. DK, the van ran great, man. I'm proud of the van. I mean, it looked like hell because it's one of those vans that it's always the paint and stuff starts blowing off. So after I went to the first couple of states, a lot of the paint blew off and stuff. I went, oh, well, I don't care. When I get home, when I have time, I'll just sand those places down and just spray paint it or put some white paint on it, you know, make it look roadworthy again. Yes, I had 7-year tires and just replaced them, even though I had lots of tread left. It's freaking snowing here. I'm sorry, Mobile Tech. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to go up and see you. I would like to go up there and meet you, and could have added you to my growing list of YouTubers that I've met, but I didn't want to deal with the cold. When I went up there to Tonopah and it got down to 24 degrees, I said, I'm going back down south, you know. I drive 60K miles a year just back and forth to work. I know, man. Yep, I know, man. And you just don't know. If you just think that your tires are good, you know, and if you have any kind of bobbing, and you know, when it starts making noise and unbalanced sound like blah blah blah, blah, then it's your tires, man. You know, because I was thinking at first I heard this noise, and I was thinking it was somehow my alignment got out, and I went, oh crap, I need to go get alignment and do all this, you know. But no, it was all the tires. Once I got all the tires replaced, it just runs like a charm, man. Rob Q, how you doing, man? Man, Rob, I'm really, really sorry. I really, you know, I was in such a hurry to leave on my trip. I had the radio and stuff, and then I forgot to grab my ham sticks, man. I was gonna to try and get a hold of you, man, you know, but then no, I forget my ham sticks, so I couldn't get you. But you know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna throw my wire antenna in the back, you know, permanently, and have my 30-foot pole and all that. I got one of those drive-on mounts where you drive on it or hold it steady and you put the 30-foot pole in there and put the wire up. And I'll be able to get you next time, I swear, man. It snowed here as well, a big storm. Oh, man, listen to this, Silent Forgotten, Chris. When I was showing you guys, I don't know if you went to that live, but I did a live stream from Grand Canyon. I was having a good old time and all that stuff, and then I go, if you listen to it, I'm going, well, it's starting to snow once in a while, or raindrops are getting real ice cold and stuff. So So I go, I didn't think nothing about it. After a while, after I left, I went and camped at this place that was right about, I don't know, about 5-6 miles from the front gate where they said you can go camp and stuff. And during the night, I heard all this stuff and I was going, what is that? So I look up and I look out the front windshield and the whole thing is covered and stuff. And I went, no, it's snow. so I got a video of that also, because that's like 50 or 60 miles from Williams, and you got to go down that highway that you're on to get back to I-40. And it was all, I thought, well, it's just a little tiny snow flurry, you know. It's just got to be here only, you know. But no, I get out on the road and the whole world is white, winter wonderland. But yeah, that was pretty good. It makes a good video. We will get you next time, huh? Thank you, Rob Q. You got that for sure, man. Next time I'm going to be more prepared, and it's going to be part of my travel package. I'll have the pole and the antenna, and of course the radio's good anyway. I need the drive-on. Yeah. Hey, Mobile Tech, you could probably make your own drive-on mount the way you make stuff. I'm sure you got somebody that could weld. Just all it is like a little piece of pipe that they welded onto that bottom thing you drive onto, and then put the pole on there, you know. I need an Earl Shy paint job, whatever my name, whatever it is. Was the overlanding show going on when you were there? Oh, where? Over there in a Grand Canyon and stuff? I think I was early for that. I think that was the next week, Dirty Knobs. Hold on for 1 second. I have to check something. Okay, I'm back. Oh, in Flagstaff? Well, Dirty Knobs, if it was going on Flagstaff that day that I was there, it wouldn't have done no good, because the next day the whole area was under extreme winter weather advisory for the whole day and half of the next day, and there was a lot of snow. So I don't know where they were overlanding, but yeah, it's a lot of snow there. It was bad, man. Even when I got on the highway, you know, from Williams to get on I-40, I mean, it's only because they have good snowplow drivers. They kept that road clear and stuff, you know. And you know how hilly it is out there by Williams and Flagstaff. Well, just imagine all snow on both sides, you know. But it was okay. Then I got to Flagstaff. It takes about 30-40 minutes to get to Flagstaff, and it's still snow. They must have like, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches on the ground. But like I said, I got a video of that coming out. I did that last night. I couldn't believe how much snow it was, and that was the day that I decided I'm going to go to the Indian ruins. They have these Indian ruins called the Watupki Indian ruins north of Flagstaff, and it's really interesting stuff. But if you guys ever go there, man, you need to go plan for the whole day, because once you get out there, man, it's like there's like hundreds of miles of road and stuff. And then you have to go to the main building and check in and pay and all that stuff. But of course, I had to pass. But anyway, when you're out there, you get a map, and then you have all these turnoffs and stuff, and they go this way to the so-and-so Pueblo, this way to that Pueblo and stuff. Well, they had like 8 or 9 different places where you can go see ruins and stuff besides the main entrance there, man. It was pretty interesting, and, you know, you got to see a lot of stuff. But in the main area, they wouldn't let no pets and stuff. They go, not unless you can carry your dog. She ain't going in. I said, okay, well, I'll carry her. So I carried Yuki all around the first one. It's pretty cool. But after that, you know, but man, it wore me out, because she's like, 13, 14 pounds, and you're like this, and then you got her, and then I'm trying to film that stuff, you know. Yeah, see? There you go. West of Williams. Well, Dutchman, there's a reason for that, because on west of Williams, you know, it's all mountain right there, and they got that one big hill. And in Williams, they've got this one big Love's truck stop. And every trucker in the whole world was there that day. And what it is they got that one big hill right outside of Williams, and none of the big trucks, whenever it snows and stuff, none of those trucks can get up there. They start going, they could even get a running start, and they'll just sit there and go, and they won't make it. Even the four-wheelers, nobody can make it up that, you know. So yeah, they usually shut that down. They just block it off, you know. But you know what? I'm glad that they sit there and have the ability to shut down all the roads, and they just block it off. They just have certain points where they have these big gates and shut it, you know. Plus they tell everybody. So short of my little snowballs falling outside. Okay, cool. But yeah, so after that I went to the Indian place and stuff, and I went, okay, finally I'm away from all the snow and stuff. And so I'm going to where I'm headed to Winslow. Yeah, I go, let me head to Winslow and go see the standing in the corner and all that. And before that, I think is that other town, Holbrook. So you get to go to Holbrook and see the Wigwam Hotel first. But before that, you have to go through Gallup. Well, I had to stop at Gallup for some gas. Well, in Gallup, it's still kind of high altitude. And between Flagstaff and Gallup, I kept running into the slush storm, man. It wasn't snow, it wasn't rain, it was pure slush. You'd be driving, all of a sudden, just all the slush, it would build up on where your windshield wipers rest right there and stuff. And I'm going, man, this is bull, you know. But it would start going for a while, and then everybody had to slow down to like 35, 40 because the whole road would be all slushy and stuff. And then finally it cleared up, and I made it to Gallup. I stopped at a Love's and got some gas, because for once the damn gas was cheaper than $4. It was like $3.20 something or something. I forgot what it was, but I was happy, man. I filled the whole tank up. Man, you get out in California, it's bullcrap, man. There's places out there where there's like $6.99, $6.75, you know. And if you think about that, you buy that gas, you spend $40, you don't even get a quarter of a tank, man. Shoot, in Oklahoma, the gas is like $3 or under. If you put $40 in, you're going to get more than half a tank. You're going to get like a little more than a half a tank, you know. So anyway, I'm sitting there. I bought a cup of coffee and a sandwich at the Love's, and I'm sitting there in the parking lot. And what happens? Not just that slush, but a big old full-on blizzard, it looks like. I'm going, no, now I'm going to be stuck in Gallup, New Mexico. And so I go, nah, this is bull. I'm not going to sit there and be stuck here. So I just headed east. And I headed east for about 30, 40 minutes, and then I hit a clear patch, and then it was clear the rest of the way. Absolutely, Rob Q. The gas prices are out of control. They're pardon my language. They're crazy, man, because they just are, man. They don't deserve any more money than anybody else, you know. And just because you're at a place, like there was a place called Button Willow or something like that. And I stopped and took a picture of it because I couldn't believe it. It was saying $6.99, $6.99, and something. And I was like, no way. This place, just because it's in the halfway middle of nowhere, if somebody doesn't have any gas and they're forced to buy that, they have to pay $7 a gallon for that. That's not right, man. I was mad, man. That's part of the thing that I hated about California, you know. I go, man. Yeah, exactly. Well, hopefully in less than 210 more days or whatever it is, mobile tech, you know. Rob, the roads are junk in California until you get near a national park or any kind of Indian reservation. then suddenly the roads become real nice. That's how they do it. Here in Florida, I just put 20 in my Kia Soul, was on less than a quarter of a tank, and after putting gas in 3/4 of a tank, yeah, it's nuts, man. I got to go to California twice. Aviation gas is up to $8. Used to always be $2. Yeah. Well, you know who you can thank for that also. But yeah, hopefully everybody make sure you guys get out and vote and stuff and change this administration, and maybe, you know, maybe we don't have to do these high prices. At least they can do is get back to where it's under $3 a gallon, man. You know, make it affordable for people to go travel around and stuff, you know. I got tired of spending $40 here, $40 there, you know, and then you wouldn't get nothing, man. I said, man, what is this, you know? $40 in Oklahoma, shoot, you got a lot of gas for the whole week, man, you know. But, you know, I got to see a lot of cool things, man. Trump at soonerJHtravels. Oh man, I'm not saying who should be and who shouldn't be and all that, but it's obvious that this administration, they cannot control anything right. So, you know, so they need to make some changes, man. We need to be back where gas was $2 a gallon, man. Remember that? Shoot, I got a picture of that somewhere too. It was like $1.90. There's a 7-Eleven in the corner by my house. I always take a picture of it, you know, for posterity and stick it up there. And the last one I saw was $1.90 before they did all this. That's right. Oh yeah. But anyway, man, I got to see a lot of good stuff. And you know what? All that stuff that people say about there's nowhere to camp, there's nowhere good, and there's nowhere good to camp in California or these other places, you know, everybody's all scared of Arizona and New Mexico and stuff, and they say there's no good place to camp, there's nowhere safe and all this. That's a crock of crap, man. In Arizona, there's all kinds of places to camp, and you don't even, that's besides quartzsite. You don't need to go to quartzsite, man, just to go camp. Quartzsite's where you want to go, and you know, if you want to be with all the other thousands of RVers and stuff, what do you call them, the snowflakes that go there for the winter and stuff. But you know, they have in Arizona, they have for $15 for a whole year, you can buy a state trust land pass, which allows you to camp free on any state trust land. You know, even if it has a gate, they tell you just open the gate, go in there, camp, and when you leave, then close the gate back up, you know. And the same with New Mexico. They have a lot of places to camp. But the one that shocked me was California, because everybody always says there's nowhere to camp in California. Well, maybe that's along Highway 1, you know, along the coast and all that. But man, I found a couple of the most beautiful camping places ever in California, and they were in the Carrizo Plains. Carrizo Plains National Monument. It's not a national park, but it's one of the places where they have the wildflower blooms and stuff. And they have a camp up there called Selter or something like that, or Selby Camp. Oh, it's beautiful, man. It's up in the mountains and stuff. When I was up there, it was cool because, and I got some drone shots of that too. So you guys get to see some good videos when I release them. But when I was up there one night, they had that one Air Force base is out there, and they shot one of those rockets, one of the SpaceX rockets, man. So I got good footage of that on there if you saw my shorts. But yeah, but there's all kind of good places like that to camp, and that place was free, man. It was free, and it's a beautiful place, man. Is it safe to say that ones that are complaining are just being picky? Yeah, they're being picky, or they just don't know. They're just making stuff up, or else they just really don't know and they haven't been there. Skunk, that's what I would think, you know. But I'm here to tell you there is places, you know. And then what you do, if you can't find a decent place like that to sleep, then you can do what I did a couple times. But you have to scout it out first, and there's some good rest areas. There's some good rest areas out there that you can just go out there and they let you park there, and they have amenities, have their restrooms and all that stuff. So yeah, it's cool. Everybody else is sleeping there. So, it's not going to hurt if you sleep there either. Bring a big dog like Yuki to keep you safe. Exactly, man. Yeah, Vandenberg Air Force Base. That's where it's at. That Dirty Knobs. Hey, Dirty Knobs. Did you hear the Dirty Knobs are going on tour, man? Yeah, drama and negativity. Exactly, Dutchman. Von Dutch. And that's confusing now. We got a Von Dutch and a Dutchman. But that's what it is on YouTube. Drama and negativity, And I found out, well, I think it's because I was traveling and then I was posting all these all over the place, but now my feed is full of all these people going to the same place I went and stuff, But I don't want to see stuff on Slab City, past the Dutchie. I remember that song. Past the Dutchie on the left-hand side. Past the... I saw and met Mike at the Mint in LA. That's cool, man. I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him before they get too damn old, They're up there in age. I don't know if they're older than me or not, but I'd like to see them play one good concert, Hey Gary, YouTube police. Okay, watch it, everybody. Shh. The police are here. The YouTube police. Good to see you, Gary, man. Oh my God, the ground is turning white again. He's 70. Well, that's not too bad, but after that, Dirty Knobs, I don't want to pay a couple $100 to go see somebody in concert when they're like a bunch of grandpas, I'd rather remember them like they were, but they're pretty good still, though, I think. Gary, you want to come up on the panel? You're welcome to. And Gary, I was going to tell you, I was really impressed with that live that you did. I watched part of it. I didn't join in. I should have jumped in and say hello and all that. But Gary, YouTube Police did a live last night where just anybody that had questions on how to do a live stream, and I guess it was mostly through the StreamYard app. A lot of people, they don't know, what to do when they get on there and how to do certain things. And he was showing everybody how to do everything. And that was pretty cool. And he did it for free. And he did it because he loves people and he likes to show everybody how to do everything, man. And I thought it was pretty cool. Thank you, Gary. But if you're welcome to come up here on the chat if you want to. If you're not familiar with StreamYard, yeah. Hi, the weed. The police is here. Oh, hide the weed. The police is here. Oh, Skunk was on there last night. I remember that, yeah. Skunk and Joanne and a bunch of people. But yeah, StreamYard is pretty special, I think, so. It's a pretty good deal, StreamYard. Oh yeah, no problem, man. I've always got an eye on something. I might not be able to, always attend or make a comment or something, but always got an eye out on something. So. Yeah, it is. It's very helpful. They make it very easy to do a lot of simple things that you couldn't do otherwise. Like I like the thing where you were showing that girl. I don't remember their names. There was two girls on there, and you were showing them how to share things and stuff. Share their page and stuff. That's real helpful. And a lot of people wouldn't have any idea how to do it. Given when I first got onto StreamYard, I had to ask a lot of questions to what's his name, to Devil Dog. And then I asked you a few questions also. So. Because what else you got? You got like Google, or you could ask for instructions. They just tell you, do this, do that, but it doesn't really explain it, Be back. I got to feed this hungry dog. Be back in 15 minutes. All right, cool. Be back, guys. YouTube Police says, it's all good. I never think any less of anybody if they don't come by. Yeah, you can't make everybody come by, but, but you know what I'm talking about. Because I know I've seen you in more places. You know, you're like Bree, TGIF. Every time you go anywhere, you see her out there somewhere in somebody's live stream. But you have a bunch of channels. You have a bunch of channels, and they're all. And I think YouTube Police and your Belt Loop 29 ones seem to be doing real good. Still, I am really not good at it. Well, it's not whether you're good at it or not. It's whether you understand what you're doing and stuff, you know. So, and obviously you do, because you can tell people how to do something else, you know. Now, the thing that I needed to really listen to, and I guess I can go back to your live from last night and watch it, but you were explaining how they took the dang heart thing off. If you know, and you go in there and you have to unclick something, and it takes the heart off there, because that heart on YouTube always bugs everybody, because the last comment you can't read it and the heart's in the way and stuff, you know. Yeah, I need to figure out how to do that and turn that thing off permanently, or leave it turned off, you know. You have more subs on your Cute Critters channel. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, but you know what? People like cute critters, and they like shorts pretty much. People will tell you they don't like shorts and stuff, and they're a waste of time, blah, blah, blah. Don't bother with it and stuff. But if you look at them, they're pretty cool. A lot of them are funny and stuff, you know. I turn my phone sideways and it goes away. Yeah, okay. Okay, what did you say here? Let me see. I can tell you right now. Go to studio, then content, then live. Oh, live reactions and save. Okay. So click on the live reactions and unclick it and then save it. Okay, but do you have to be live to do it? Okay. Yes, I hate that dang heart thing also. You need to do it too, skunk, see? So you just go to studio content live and customization, and then click on live reactions. Okay. That sounds easy enough. Sounds easy enough, but I'm going to write it down on real quick so I'll remember, and I won't have to look back on everything. Let's see. Studio content live customization and live reaction. Yeah, and I know that whenever you do anything in YouTube on your settings and stuff, that's important too. Is after you change anything, don't ever leave the page unless you hit something that says save, you know. Because if you don't save it, then it's going to go back to like it was. Oh, there's Pam. Hi, Pamela. How are you? Good to see you in here. All these guys were being mean to me. I'm just kidding. Actually, Pamela, I was sitting there trying to figure out how to do this again, because you know I had problem with when I was in California in Ventura. The bank called me and says that my bank card got compromised, so I'm stuck in California with no money. There's nothing, and they go, well, there's nothing we can do really. You know, they go, try to head to your nearest bank, and I go, where's that at? And they go, well, it's in Phoenix, and I go, well, thank you. But anyway, I was paying StreamYard with that card. And so when I came back, I knew that, you know, I'm going to have to go through everything and look and, you know, make the new card available to everybody again. And then when I got on there, everything was shut down, and it was like making a whole new account and stuff. And finally I got it though. Behave or else. Yeah, that damn heart shows up on my phone, not on my tablet. That's weird. That's weird, Dutchman. Yeah, yeah, YouTube police, Gary, I was always under the assumption that anytime that, now I don't know about in here. I guess it doesn't matter what in here because you're not on that. But heck, on here you can't even tell. Well, yeah, you can tell now. You can tell who the moderators are and stuff. But the heart doesn't bother you in here. It's just on YouTube, you know. But I always thought that you had to be just on YouTube and you had to be live when you did it, you know. Well, that's cool. I have YouTube on the big TV, and there's a couple with a big dog. He's got a Labradoodle dog called Rudel, and they're called One Adventure at a Time. And they're camping out there at that place that I camped out there in Anza Borrego, the place that I called the Ocotillo campsite because they're right by the cliff and there were some Ocotillos there. They're up there on that same hill. Yeah, you don't see a lot of stuff from StreamYard on it, huh? But not you on StreamYard, yeah. This is way too early for a live stream, huh? But like I said, I was like sitting there messing with it, and then I had it all set up to go, and then I started playing my guitar, and then all of a sudden I noticed there was comments, and it was Gandalf on there going, I won't be here, but I'll be listening, John. So that means I don't know if he saw it on YouTube or something that I was getting ready to go live or something, but then people tried to talk to him and he wasn't in there, so I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Also, Dutchman, like a lot of one of the things that I did a lot of the vertical lives and stuff, but looking back on some of that stuff, I would have changed it and I would have never done it, you know, like that. Like when I went to Pismo Beach or that place where I stopped by the ocean and stuff and did a live, they don't look good on a vertical, man. You know, if I would have had, you know, I would have just said heck with it, just did them all horizontal because it looks a lot better. Like when you're looking at the ocean, you see all those waves rolling in, you know, you don't catch that on a vertical, you know, unless it's real far away, you know. And Pismo Beach, that was done on vertical also, you know. So I've seen 50 people in a live at 2 a.m. lives on, yeah. Yeah, but I've been in some lives too when and you end up in a live and you're around the world somewhere and you know, and then you go in there and they all want to start talking to you and say hello and all that. Next thing you know, you spent like the last 20 minutes saying hello to everybody. Yeah, that's true too. They're trying to attract a younger crowd. Exactly, you know. Not a bunch of old cusses like us. But I don't care, man. I wouldn't trade nothing I learned and did for nothing, you know. So much better like this. I don't think many people like the skinny view thing. Yeah, exactly, man. And you know, as far as I've ever seen StreamYard, it's always been this way, you know. And then and now, even now, YouTube is still pushing, you know, they're going, we have live, you can go live now, vertical, blah, blah, blah. And they just try to bribe you with it. And they bribe you by saying, if you do a vertical, then we promise that we're going to push your video out there and stuff. Whether if you do it horizontal, we're not going to do that. And also, if you do vertical ones, people can search for your videos, you know, because you can't search for shorts, you know. It's just whoever sees them, you know. If somebody follows somebody and watches them a lot, you may see their shorts and stuff, but otherwise you're just lost to the whole YouTube universe, you know. So watch who you call old, Sonny. AAR pan. Yeah, I say screw them. Hey, Von Dutch, I don't have nothing against the AARP because they start at like 55, I think. So if you really look into AARP benefits, all the restaurants and stuff, you get like 8 to 10%. Plus Motel 6s take like 10 or 11% off. So that makes a difference. So I like AARP. I don't like all the junk mail they send to you and stuff, but you know, for all that stuff. Then here's another tip too. If you guys go traveling, find your gas company that you like and get their little cards they have, like Love's. I thought, man, as many times as I go to Love's and stuff, I could be getting like these discounts on 10% on this sandwiches or this or that, you know, because all the gas and stuff adds up. And once you get so many gallons of gas, then they get free showers and stuff too. So it doesn't take nothing to, you know, to fill out a little form and get they could do it for you there while you wait, you know. But you know, so it'd be cool. It'd be cool to. I have a Love's card, but I don't know about the other card. I don't know about the other places like I can't remember. I can't even think of the other names now because all I think about is Love's. My military card gets me all that. Yeah, but not everybody's military though. So I'm just telling everybody else, Mo. So yeah, but that's good that the military card does. Also, your military card gets you the free National Parks Pass, and your National Parks Pass not only gets you in free in all national parks, but all the places like the national monuments and all those other places and stuff that are national, gives you like big discounts on camping and stuff. Like they might give you like 50% off and stuff. So yeah, it's not just for national parks. They call it the senior. Well, I have the lifetime. I bought mine when it was $10. So it's very handy to have that, man. Five more years and I'm eligible. Left John AMAC. Got the senior pass too. Yep, $10. Yeah, they're 80 now. Mobile Tech, when they were $10, I applied for mine. I did it through the place in Colorado, the national park place, and it took so long for them to do it. I was like, they probably forgot about it. So I went down to a place down here, and I got another one for $10. So I bought two of them for $10. Two of them for $20. But see, that was good though. It's better than paying 80 now. I have a senior national park card lifetime. Yeah, exactly, Dutchman. We were lucky, you know, because right after I got mine, like within 6 months, they changed it to 80. Yours is basically the same, Mobile Tech. Yours is a military one. It's military, but it's still free for the rest of your life. So yeah. I have 4 more years to be 67. Is that what you're shooting for, Glenn? Are you shooting to 67 to retire? I thank all of you who served in the military. That's what I say too. Thanks God for everybody that served. I have both. Right. I think passes are a good thing also, you know. The National Park Pass is a real good one. And then I'm thinking maybe for next year, my early trip, I'm thinking about just doing a huge tour of Texas because believe it or not, you guys wouldn't believe this, but you cannot drive through Texas in one day. You know, you can drive through. Hi, Adventure America. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. But you can drive through Texas like in the Panhandle in one day. You know, a couple of hours. But if you go from one of the thick points of the country of the state, it takes a good 2 days to get through Texas. But anyway, in Texas they have over 80 state parks, and they have 80 state parks, and they also have a deal on their state park passes, which is $80. And that's a good deal because they have a lot of places to go. And about Texas, when you go to their state parks, you know that if you buy that pass, they'll get you in free and save you the $5 or $6 for the day use or whatever. And then when you go in there, if there's a lake, you don't have to pay any kind of fishing license to go fishing if you pay to stay in a state park. So, and plus, after the first night, I believe you get a discount, a huge discount by having the pass. So, yeah, that's not bad at all, Pamela. And there's a lot of good parks there, like Big Bend. Everybody wants to go to Big Bend down by Terlingua, you know. And you can't go in the summertime. You got to go, you know, when it's cool. We go a lot of the Texas state parks. They are amazing. There you go, Adventure America. Where are you near Texas? I'm in Oklahoma, so it's, you know, it's just easy a couple hours to get down there for me. So you want to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle. Yep, exactly. I want to go to Luckenbach. Not Lackland, Luckenbach. Oh, man, that's one of my favorite places, man. Hey, I loved Corpus Christi so much that the first time I went down there, I went brown trout fishing and stuff, and you know, enjoyed the sands and stuff at the beach. And my favorite place was over there by Bob Hall Pier. I know it got destroyed in a tornado, but they're going to rebuild it and stuff. But I heard they're going to make a new restaurant and stuff by Bob Hall Pier. But Corpus Christi was awesome town, man. I loved going there. They have the original Whataburger there too, the original one, man. It's pretty cool to watch it, you know. And so, yeah, anytime I can, I go down to Corpus Christi. There's also free camping by Corpus Christi too, right around the bend and stuff. There's a couple of places in between. I can't remember the other town's name now. It's north of Corpus Christi, and it's well, I'll think about it in a minute. But yeah, they have free camping and stuff. It's right on the ocean, right on the beach there. Now I have to look at the map and see. Here it is. Yeah, right by Port Lavaca. So yeah, I went to Port Lavaca and I stayed there and fished all around that area. And there were some good places to fish out there. And Corpus Christi is just a couple hours down the road, man. So yeah, I love that whole area. You look younger than when you left. Well, Mo, that's because all that driving, man. You're like all that crazy driving and stuff. And don't ask me the places I didn't like the most, because I'll tell you. Yeah, Port Lavaca is really nice, man. And they had some nice houses on sale, real cheap. Everywhere I go that I like, I always look at the house prices and stuff, you know. The joke is, do you know why Texas doesn't slip off yeah, because Oklahoma sucks. Yeah. Yeah, they're from Ada, Oklahoma. Okay, we'll forgive you that time. But yeah, that's an old running joke too. Suntan. I've only been to Laredo at night at the airport, and it seemed nice. Had a horse statue. Yeah. Yeah, probably the last time you heard of it was my video on it there, Skunk. I made a couple of videos on it, I think. Yeah, it's good, man. Von Dutch, I love traveling around, man. The only things that stress you out is sudden bad weather that you can't handle and you're stuck in the middle of, and bad places and stuff, you know. Like there was a couple of times that were kind of sketchy where I would stop, you know. If those of you that watch my videos, you're probably familiar with my series that I've got going on. It's called Decaying American Dreams. It's about old dilapidated houses and buildings and stuff. And yeah, and a couple of times I would stop. Like one was on just south of Barstow, in what is it, in the Lucerne Valley or something. It's just by south of Barstow. and I saw these like a little band of houses, 2 or 3 houses that looked like. So I stopped, I turned around, and I went back there. The first one I looked, and it was just like a bunch of junk. It's like the house looked like it was livable still, but it was just trash in the front and stuff. The next one was just like an old shack. The third one, I went, I'm going to drive right up to the front on this one because they had a little round driveway. So I go up there to the driveway. There's no windows, but there's curtains, and they're like fluttering in the wind and stuff. I go, okay, I got that footage. So I go like a couple blocks down, and I stop. I said, this could be a good place for Yuki to go pee. So I let her out, and I glance over at the house, and there's a guy standing there, and he had 2 big old black dogs. And then right when I looked over there, that one of the dogs started charging and started running. It would have taken like a while to get to where we were, but I just said, hurry up, Yuki, get back in. Come on, let's go. And I just took off, man. I just thought it was kind of creepy. Like, you know, he didn't say nothing or anything. He just looked, you know, and I don't know. I guess he was embarrassed that somebody came by and took a video of his place that he was living at, but you know, it's probably not even his place, you know. Have I ever been to Palo Duro State? Yes, I have. Adventure America, part of my past. I've done a lot of model photography where I shoot girls and stuff, and I do like glamour photography and stuff. And one time there was a girl that lives there in Amarillo, and I went to her house and I said, where can we go shoot? And she goes, well, if you have time, we could go to Palo Duro. So we went there, and I got a lot of good pictures of her out in Palo Duro Canyon. It's really a beautiful place. In fact, they call that the Grand Canyon #2. You know, they say because it's so big and massive, you know, that it's pretty good, you know. But yeah, I love that power. I love power at Palo Duro. Oh, thank you. I don't know if I have all the things on there yet. I have some videos coming up. Another one I had that I just, well, I haven't released it yet, but yeah, exactly, the second largest canyon. But I was just north of the Salton Sea in southern Cal, and there's a town called Mecca. I think I did release that one. It's a gas station. It looked like 2 gas stations, and I drove by it real slow. And if you watch that and then you look at it again, and I even made that in the comments, I go, check out the dog that's chained to a post right there. He's on the second building. And then look at the doorway. The doorway is partly open, but as I scan by the door, the pole goes by, and you can see some movement. And I don't know if it's like movement from somebody that was in there watching, or I don't know, it might have just been a reflection, you know. I know you get updated. You're always working on your channel. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, I try to. I try to make it easy to get around and you know, to make playlists and stuff so it's easier to find, because once you get so many videos made, then you know it's real hard to find them. Rob Q, did you go to Slab City? Yes, I did. Rob. I went there and I did a live stream and I got accosted. And the live is still up, Rob. You can go watch it. Apparently, there was this guy when I first got there. Well, when I first got there, I went to the Salvation Mountain, you know, saw that. And it went okay. So I said, well, let me go down into town too. So we went into town, and then I was looking at everything, and I saw this one house that had looked like a mini tower or something on it. So I sat there and I went, I'm gonna take a picture of that. That looks like something that should have been left at Burning Man, you know. So I took a picture. Okay. So when I did that, whoever's in there is watching me. And he didn't come out and say nothing right away, because I drove around, I turned around, I went to look for the library, and I went all over the place. Then I come back. When I come back, this guy comes out on a little mini bike, and he's got a big old black dog with him, running with him. And I'm driving like real slow, like 5-10 miles an hour with the window down. He comes up next to me. He goes, hey, you. He goes, "What are you taking a picture of?" So I stop and I go, "Hi, how are you?" And he goes, "I know you're a cop, aren't you?" He called me a cop because he saw my van had antennas on it and stuff, you know. I said, "No, I'm a ham," you know. I said, "I got antennas." He goes, "No, you're taking pictures and videos and stuff, and you're a cop and all that stuff." And then he started getting very abusive and stuff. And I told him, "No, that's not the case." And I go, "And by the way, see this phone up here on the dash? I'm doing a live stream right now, and you're talking in front of thousands of people." That's what I told him, something like that, you know. So you're live also. So, but yeah, that happened, Rob. I just really wanted to Adventure America. I just wanted to go there and see for myself, because you have all these people with their versions of Slab City, but they tell you what they want you to, you know, what they want you to see or hear, you know. If they sit there and they don't like it, they're going to twist it in a way like this and that. I said, for the heck with all that, you know. So I just want to go and see myself. So that's why I did a live stream, and I saw a lot of incredible stuff. But you know what? I saw stuff on north of what you call it, Salton Sea. I keep wanting to call it Salton Lake, but on the north of the Salton Sea, on the west side, is a little town called Salton Sea Beach. That's the name of the town. And I go, somebody was telling me, "You need to stop there and go look at the beach, go look at the beach." And I go, "I don't really want to look." Okay, let me go see. So I go down, and everything's just like normal at first and through the neighborhood. You go down, I went down one main street, the houses look normal. Farther you go back in there, the worse it got. The houses are starting to get all painted weird and stuff. Get to the very end, there's nowhere to go down to the beach. You could if you had a 4-wheel drive, but it's still like a couple hundred yards away, the water and stuff. And then everything was like all dilapidated. The buildings were all messed up, and it looked like Slab City stuff right there. And I went, "Well, look, this is not very good. Let's get out of here," you know. And I took a picture. One of the best things I took a picture of out there was two big giant palm trees about 50, 60 feet high, and this boat. And he was like in between these two palm trees, but it was buried in the sand. But yeah, there we go, John, at Slab City. Yeah, exactly, Rob Q. You don't know who's going to be a tweaker or what, but that guy, he was obviously paranoid anyway. Like, you know, and I told him, "Hey, people want to see what's out here anyway, so I'm gonna take pictures and film." He goes, "Well, you don't need to be taking pictures of my stuff because mine is the best." And blah 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 blah. You know, I was like, "Okay, whatever." I said, "Here's my card. Watch my stuff on YouTube." That's what I told him. But yeah, he didn't really. He was. You can tell the way he talked that he was very. He was abrasive. And then if he wanted to, if you got into it with him, if I would have went at him the same way as he was doing to me, then we would have probably fought real easy, you know, real fast. That's what he was looking for. But after I convinced him, "No, I'm not a cop. Do I look like a cop? I mean, sorry, YouTube police, but I don't look like a cop." And no way does my van that has what 1, 2, 3 antennas on it, or 4 antennas, those don't look like a cop surveillance vehicle either, you know. So I don't know where he gets that I got that idea. Some places are better to stay away from, like bombing ranges. Yeah, they got that bombing range right up the road too, there, Mobile Tech. But they had some cool things too. When you get to see some cool things, like I saw that place that had all the old fire trucks. That was right there in Nyland. Nyland is that shoot and conceal. Nyland is that little town that's right next to it. You know, they have that little place that had all the fire trucks. Then you go right outside of Nyland, like the road curves over toward the Salton Sea, and there's like a big giant, I want to say it was a grocery store or something, but you can look on a map and see it, and it just says abandoned now on there. But if you go to ground level, you could see this big old building. It looked like a grocery store or something. And the whole place is like totally graffitied out, man. And I was thinking, that looks like a good place to go to explore, but I don't really want to go by myself. You know, I don't want to be just me and Yuki go sneak over there and look through all that stuff. So I passed that by, but it's there, man. If you guys are in Southern Cal, go look at that, man. We were hiking and walked right into a tactical police training exercise in the woods and got the living crap scared out of us. That's not good. Did they identify themselves? But yeah. So there was some good. There's a lot of good, and very much good stuff, but then there was some bad too. So, like some towns I could not recommend to go to for anything. So they might have had their good points, but give me Oklahoma. I'll take my chances, dodge tornadoes, but I'll pay my $2.95 gas, man. It ain't worth paying what they pay to live in some of those towns that they live in. I've never seen a donut shop in the middle of the woods. They were training for raids on illegal grows and thought we might be real growers. Well, you can't blame them then, Mobotech, right? I've never seen a donut shop. But the places that I did see, I can't remember all the good places of the little coffee shops, man. What is it? Something in Bean Company. Man, they have the best coffee. Well, besides Love's, I kept going to Love's to get my coffee because they had different size cups. But they had that, I don't know what it is. It's real strong, the Colombian one or something. But it was good coffee, man. I think I'll start carrying donuts when I hike. There you go, Mobile Tech. Mobile Tech, I can't wait. When are you gonna go get that trailer? That's pretty cool looking old trailer, man. Will the tires that's on it? Do you have to buy new tires for it, or will it make it back to your place, man? He bought a what was it? A 1948, 49 trailer that he's gonna redo. The Colombian is brewed in cocaine water. Dirty Knobs, do you follow Kelly Hayes? Or that girl that called Kelly Hayes Hikes? She used to be one of those that do the cross-country walks and stuff. Now she's like a part-time nurse and stuff. She was now she's got a job in Florida as a hospital specialist, blah, blah, blah. She goes to all these places, but she goes, we're going to go to my girlfriend's bachelor party or something. Stay tuned for that. So she shows that. She's showed that. Check her out. Check her out, Dirty Knob. She does some good hikes. They went to wherever they're going, and I'm looking at the scenery, and I'm going, she goes, we're going to go hike up to this hill over here and do this and that. Turns out it's Sedona, man. I was like, man, look at that. That looks pretty cool there. It makes me kind of wish I would have stopped at Sedona. But yeah, her name is Kelly Hayes Hikes. Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee from Jamaica is good too. I don't care. I like all of it that's strong, Glenn. Anything that's strong that'll keep you driving. That's what you need when you're driving to keep you awake. You can tell the truck stops, and the ones that you don't want to get coffee from is, that they haven't made no coffee there, Yeah, that's the only breakdown, man. Well, actually, Mobile Tech, when I was in Beatty, when I came back from Tonopah, I went all the way to Beatty, and I stayed at that Motel 6, and to get a good rest. And I ordered some barbecue from that barbecue place. Oh man, that was a good sandwich, but it was too expensive. But it was a good Motel 6, and to get all cleaned up and rested up. And I was going to wake up real early and go to go to the Alabama Hills the next morning. Okay, so I do that, fill up the tank, start going out to Death Valley, and right when you get to Death Valley, you hit this mountain thing, and right when I got up in the mountains, I got a check engine light, and I went, oh crap. So I just stopped, and then I checked all the vital stuff, and it was running. Nothing was low and stuff. So I said, let me go back to Beatty. So I went back to Beatty, and of course in Beatty there's nothing. There's no auto mechanics. There's no gas stations. You know, they have gas stations, but they don't know nothing about working on cars or nothing. There's one tire shop there. So I went there. Now first I thought it was like it could be like transmission fluid or something like that. So I tried to find that. You know, I went everywhere. Nobody had it. And this one lady told me, go to the Dollar General store over there or the dollar store. They'll have it. So they had some. It wasn't that. So I went to the tire place, and the guy was in there. I go, you wouldn't happen to have one of those readers that could, you know, tell you what's wrong with your car when you get the code, right? The code reader. And he goes, yeah, I got one. Just a second. So after I waited for him to change somebody's tire, then he checked my thing, and it was the thermostat. And the thermostat wasn't opening quick enough for the altitude or some crap like that. Anyway, he checked it twice, and I go, well, you wouldn't have to have no thermostat. And he goes, no, there's no part place here. And the only place that has parts is in Pahrump. So I went, okay. So I just said, well, I'm not going to the Alabama Hills. I'm going to Pahrump to get a thermostat. You know what the funny thing is? Confusion. But you know what the funny thing is? I still haven't changed it. I have the thermostat in my car, in my van. I just haven't changed it yet, you know. And the guy, when he checked it, he goes, I'll clear that code for you. I said, okay. So it ran fine all that way. And then when I was in California by the ocean and stuff, I don't know if it was a cool air or whatever, then it came back on. Okay. And then when I went to the Grand Canyon, it went off. So I'm not even going to worry about it until one of these days when I have a lot of time, and I just you could always just take it off and run it like that if you want to, Mobile Tech. But, you know, nowadays, with all the codes and stuff. Yeah, Pam, they found him. I didn't hear about it. DK told me when he came in, he told me about it. I heard about him being missing and stuff, and then the last video I saw about it was that one of his friends was saying, don't give up on him and blah, blah, blah. He goes, they need to do a search around the lake and stuff. I don't know why they haven't done it. And they went and did it, and then actually somebody found him. A fisherman found him, he said. So, yeah. Yeah, that's sad, man. That would be nice. We took a trip to Arizona and southern Utah last year. It was an amazing trip. Adventure America, when you travel, do you guys have a RV or a travel trailer or anything, or you just go to motels and stuff? Dutchman, thank you very much. You have a good time, man. You have a great weekend, and I'll be doing some more lives, I guess. But I'll try and do some on the road stuff too. So have a good one, Dutchman. Appreciate you, man. Dutchman rocks. Really, he does. All right, cool. We use a teardrop style trailer on our long trips. Okay, Adventure America, this guy in here named Mobile Tech, he redoes trailers and stuff, and he does like the old style trailers. He loves the old stuff like the 40s and 50s, but he just recently in a live stream donated a teardrop trailer to this girl that lives in Pahrump. all she has to do is meet him and come get it and stuff. So we have an 18-foot travel trailer for shorter trips. Yeah, that's cool too. I would be too picky if I got a trailer though. I'd want big tires on there that are normal size tires that won't blow up, because I'm paranoid about that now, you know. But then you have to have something that could tow a good trailer, you know. And my van is only 6-cylinder. That's the only bad thing about it. I cruised around real slow all over I made it all the way out to the West Coast, but I was going slow. You know, I was going 67, 68 miles an hour. You know, I didn't want to go 60, 75 or 80, you know. Yeah, exactly. Mobile Tech is your man. You have any questions about any kind of repairs on your trailer and stuff, then he's your guy also. Pam, did you ever watch a guy called Element? He used to call it Element Van Life, but I think he just changed his name to Element Life because he used to live in a Honda Element, and he fixed it up like, you know, so he could go to sleep in it. But on the other side would be his surfboard and all that. He lived out in the Bay Area and stuff. Then he bought a fixer-upper place he bought land in, I think it's in New Mexico, and they got one of those little houses and stuff, and they use it for like a Airbnb, not an Airbnb, kind of like that, but you know, just to rent to people and stuff. But now he's in Florida right now, and he's working on a homemade trailer to put in the back of his truck. He's got a Silverado, an older Silverado, but yeah, that's going to be kind of cool to watch him put this together, you know, because I watched this other guy, and his looked like you could tell it was homemade and stuff, but the way Element guy is doing it, he's making it pretty cool, making it look like it's really. He was saying, well, I need to fix this and this before it starts to rain and stuff, and he knew exactly what he needed to do, and right when he was all finished with it, then it starts to rain. I call those rolling toasters. New trailer repair too. Yeah, the new ones. That's sad, huh? You buy a new trailer and you think you're good to go, but I think that the mistake that most people that buy RVs is they take it too many times. And a trailer, you know, most trailers and RVs and stuff, they were made just for weekend use. You know, take it a few times a year, and they're not made for like 24 hours a day, you know, and stuff. You know, so they can become very flimsy if they aren't already, you know. From what I heard, the newer ones are not built very sturdy like the old ones. So, they got okay, making trailers built for full-time use now. Well, now they're going to do that, and then they're going to be heavier, and they're going to have more insulation and all that kind of stuff, you know. One thing I did notice though, the thing that ticked me off the most was the lack of service, like Wi-Fi service or your phone service and stuff. So I invested in, instead of getting your Starlink mobile tech, I got that other one. I got that Travelfy, and I'm going to try that out and see if how well it works on the road. I'm going to go somewhere like 100, 200 miles away and try it out in the middle of nowhere, you know. I'm doing a vintage 10-foot fiberglass clamshell trailer right now. Cool, man. Mobile Tech, the small trailer we have is a little guy, my pod. We really like it. One-piece fiberglass. That's cool. That's cool, Adventure America. Do you have a channel, Adventure America? My pods. Yeah, we'll have to see if Mobile Tech or Pam or somebody can drop your link so I can watch your stuff. Do you have your trailer on it? That'd be cool. So I was watching there were a couple that were in one of those little tiny trailers like that, and they made advanced reservations, but it was at a fancy fancy RV park, and everybody else was like $100,000 buses and all this stuff. You know, here they are in their little tiny thing. You know, and they were like, oh my God. The wife was reading the rules and goes, we're not really, they really don't have to let us be here because the rules are that you have to be self-contained to stay here. And they weren't, you know, because, and she goes, well, that kind of bugged me too, because I had to, you know. Oh, thanks, Rob. Thanks, Rob Q. Yeah. Watch it and laugh. You can laugh. I think I pretty much think that you can hear that guy yelling at me and stuff too. But if you're leaving, though, thanks for coming in, Rob Q. I appreciate you, man. We started last October. We have not put the trailer on it yet, but soon we do a lot of the Texas. Yeah, good, man. Well, you probably heard me earlier when I said that I'm going to probably make a trip into Texas. Also Adventure America. I don't know how old you are. You're probably young. You probably guys sound like how you're young, but if you have, if you're into fishing, well, in Oklahoma, they have a reciprocal with Texas. Once you reach retirement age, that you can go fishing in each other's place free. So that's a good deal. Carry a bucket toilet. Exactly, man. They don't consider that self-contained. Did that show up? I dropped it earlier. Maybe my wrench broke. No, it showed up, didn't it? Yeah. His link? Yeah. I see his link right here. And I appreciate it, Pam, so I can go back there later and watch his channel. Yeah, it's also a cool deal, man. Because, you know, a lot of people like to go fishing in Texas and they like to go saltwater fishing and stuff. But once you get there, if you get like a 2 or 3 day pass, it's a bunch of money. Then, oh, you want saltwater, or you want saltwater and plain water and this and that. And by the time they get out of there, they're paying like a bunch of money, you know, just to fish for 3 days or whatever it is. So it's cool just to go fish for free. But also, and I know that you said you had the Texas State Park Pass. I mentioned that earlier, that if you go to any Texas State Park, and I don't think you even have to have the park pass, but you pay to stay at a Texas State Park, or I don't know if you have to stay there or just pay the day use fee, but you can go in there and then you can go fish. If it has water, then you can go fish there for free also. So that's a good deal also. That's a good thing to remember, you know. Bring your fishing pole, you know. In Minnesota, we can get a fish small critter license. Oh, that's cool. Fish and small critter license. All right, we're doing some surf fishing next weekend. Cool. There you go, Mobile Tech. I got the lid for the bucket. Home Depot, yeah. So it's orange with yellow letters. Very apropos, really. Here's my self-contained. If that's not self-contained, I don't know what is. But actually, if you take your time with the bucket and you want to make your own, just go buy a toilet seat or one of your old toilet seats that you didn't want to throw away, and just put some little things on there so it don't slide around, and it would work fine, you know. From Motel 6, really. No, that's too small. The ice buckets. Also Mobile Tech, I think Harbor Freight has the red bucket. They have that one, and they give it away sometime. If you buy this and that, you get a free bucket. But if you're the member and have that discount, you know, whatever they call it, a premium member or whatever, then you get free buckets. They owe me about 3 of them so far. State Park Pass, the day use is free, no license. Yeah, there you go. Oh, if you stay 2 nights camping, you get the third. That's still good, you know. You know, that's anything where you can get something half off and free fishing and stuff is pretty good. And, you know, I don't know what you guys like to do, Adventure America, but I like to go. I just finished it was a 39-day trip or something like that. 39 days, I can't remember. Yeah, something like that. And I started February 19th, and I went all over the West Coast, and Arizona, New Mexico, and stuff. And I camped some great places. Check out my videos, and you'll see my timeline there. But yeah, I always thought it would be real cool to do that in Texas because 80 different parks, man. That'd be cool. And me living in Oklahoma, I don't have to just go on a wild trip. I could just sit there, go down there, hit like 2 or 3 or 4 parks, and then come back if I wanted to, you know. That makes a lot of sense. But I'm going to put a urinal on my trailer that just has a tube that goes outside. Really. You have to stay in the bank for the no license fishing unless the water is surrounded by the state park. Okay. Oh, you have to stay in the park, you mean? Sounds cool, Mobile Tech. Yeah. Sabrina just came up and licked my hand. She says, hi, everyone. Hi, everyone back. Don't want an unstoppable yeah, like Unstoppable Morgan. That was the dumbest thing I ever saw. She cut a hole in her driver's seat and just went right there. Okay, you guys, it's been an hour and almost 30 minutes, so I'm gonna probably end it here in 4 more minutes. Okay, so it'll give me a couple more watch hours. The good news is my watch hour thing is really low now, so I think it's like right at 100 something. I need more, so that ought to do. I ought to do that in a couple of good videos or a couple of live streams, huh? Yeah, that was kind of gross, wasn't that, Mobile Tech? Can you imagine you're driving all of a sudden? What if somebody was on a motorcycle and all that stuff splashing up? Oh, man. Hey, it's great talking to you, Adventure America. And as soon as I get off, I'm going to go check out some of your videos that you got there. And sub to you also. Yep. It seems like she could have thought of a better way than that, where it could just like binge watch some John. Yeah, binge watch some of me. I appreciate y'all stopping by, man. Well, if she balled it, she probably could have sold. No tell. She's got those secret Patreon viewers, Mo. She's got one of those Patreon ones, and I think she's trying to push it to everybody to be on the $25 level or something like that. Oh, thank all of you instead, man. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate y'all coming. You guys are what makes this channel go. So I appreciate each and every one of you, man. Thanks a lot. And until next time, have a good one and have some good adventures out there, man. Rob Q, I forgot you out there. Rob Q rocks, man. Yep. You have a good one also, man. I'll be talking to you all later. Thanks a lot, man. I'm going to end it right here. Thank you, Pam, for being such a good mod. Catch you later. Bye.